have no idea if this is coming through my mic or if this is coming through my computer, but I hope everything is correct here. If not, I'll bring my computer closer. There we go. Wow, these webcams are terrible. I hope you guys can hear me okay. I don't know if it's coming through here or if it's coming through my computer. I think it's coming through my computer, though. Hope it's not too bad for you guys. Let me know. I hope it's not too quiet. Praise, can you hear me okay? Let me know, because I don't know. How is Ontario freezing? Yeah, it's cold as hell. I went out to go get a coffee, and it was absolutely like my car was covered in like frozen rain, like freezing rain. So I had to like scrape it and shit. But it was cold. It's cold. It's really cold right now. I wish it was warm. I wish I lived where you live. My God, it would be so much better. But Praise, can you hear me okay? Let me know, because I want to make sure I'm speaking loud enough. I don't know if it's coming out of my mic or if it's coming out of my computer. Like, I don't know if it's my built-in microphone or if it's my actual Yeti over here. So let me know. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Good. I hope it's coming out of here, because if it's coming out of here, then I can speak. Whoa. Then I can speak nice and close. Man, I needed like a new webcam. Jesus Christ. Looking at this makes me cringe. I like good quality video and audio. But Praise, I remember your question. So you were talking about how yeah, true. Your issue. Yeah, like just do you for now, man. Just do you, because it's a lot easier to handle your shit, and let them come to you as they please, man. Because when you live your life for a woman, and when you live your life according to her rules, it becomes a lot more difficult for you to become the best version of yourself, right? So work on you for now, and then she'll come around if she still loves you. But this is more fun. This is more fun for me to do live stuff and engage. I did a little begging after the breakup, but I went straight into no contact and haven't looked back. Because a lot of people do. It's not really. I don't really blame you for that, to be honest. It's not really your fault, because you're just doing what you think you should be doing. A lot of media and a lot of movies and a lot of music brainwash you into thinking that begging works. And you're just doing, you're just doing what you think is right. But honestly, like, don't worry about it. As long as it's actually, I think they expect it a little bit, because if you walk away perfectly, they're going to be really, really surprised. But I think it's quite expected for you to beg a little bit. But honestly, it really depends. And she'll sort of forget about it as long as you keep staying masculine afterwards. She'll probably just see it as a lapse in judgment. At least that's what it was like in my experience. Remove. Remove. Oh my God, I have so much crap. Remove. Chrome is really, really unstable on my computer. Like it's horrible. On this computer. Like I use Firefox and all that shit. Yeah, but begging, yeah, it's quite common. But yeah, begging's not a good thing. Not a good thing to do. It doesn't. It never works. Let's say, because she's already made the decision that she wants to leave. Right? She already made the decision that she wants to back off. She already made the choice. She already knows that like it only takes a few weeks for her to lose her attraction for you, and boom, she's gone. Right? So don't worry about it. Just work on you. Stay masculine and keep it moving. It's funny how many things you realize months after the relationship too. I know. Like there's so many things that can go wrong and so many things that like you'll notice how much you do wrong after the fact. And you're like, "Oh, that was so bad. I shouldn't have done that and I should have done this and so on and so forth." Telling everybody that I'm live. Yeah, and you realize all this crap that you did wrong, and you're like, fuck, if I only knew, I probably could have saved the relationship. And it sucks, man. It really, really sucks. But that's the whole point. And that's the whole point of you going through this is because you are supposed to learn. If you were doing everything properly in life, you would never ever fucking you would absolutely never learn anything. And you learn the best through trials and tribulations. What the hell are you saying? Bobs and wow. Did you mean boobs and vagina? Get out of here. Get the fuck out of here. You're on a timeout, mister. So anyway. How do you feel? You got put in a corner. So no, yeah. So you learn. See, and if you train your mind to think that everything is a learning experience, then you're going to be better off as a human being. So this is a learning experience for you. Okay, it's a learning experience. Look at it just like that. Praise. Look at it just like that. It's a lot better, and you'll start to realize, okay, maybe I did this wrong. I did that wrong. And if you and a lot of the guys that are in my coaching, like in my coaching program, they're starting to realize little things that you do wrong in a relationship, and the little things that you can say, and the little things how you act, and how to not do them, because it's those little things that will turn her off, and she'll test you. And I haven't even made videos about tests yet, but I will soon. What did you think that you did wrong besides the begging? Like, what did you think you did wrong in the relationship? Yep. Yeah, that's common. That's really, really common. Taking things for granted. I did that too a lot in one of my relationships long ago. Just basically didn't really care. I didn't care enough, and I got let go. But you know what? Don't be hard on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself because of it. Because honestly, like you're human and you're learning. Taking things for granted is something that every human being does for everything. Taking this is a coffee. Some people in the world have never even had coffee. But don't worry, like and a good way to not take things for granted is to be busy. When you stay busy and you stay working on your purpose and you don't spend all the time together that you can, and you focus on other things in your life. See, when you're a young buck, it happens a lot when you're young, because when you're young, you don't realize what to even take for granted. You don't even know what that even means until it happens to you. So there's no way, like learning through experience is the best way to learn. And for you as a young man, you're going to learn through experience, and you're going to learn just how much better you can be, right? And having somebody to guide you and mentor you is obviously better, but learning through experience, there's no other teacher. There's no other teacher that's better than experience. And dude, like you're gonna have so much time to learn. You have so much time to experiment. Watching my videos will help you for sure. Everybody that's not praise, say hi. People are lurking. People are chilling, not saying anything. Say hello. Say hi. Jay, I'm live. So. I think the guy that I put on timeout left. I need to make a video on that, taking things for granted. It's actually a really good topic because there's really, really simple ways to counteract it, and just not spending all the fucking time in the world together is the easiest way. Taking time to make, like, when you focus on your purpose, like 60, 70 hours a week, then you're in school or something like that, or whatever. You barely have any time to take somebody for granted, right? Try to think of it like that, praise. Or try to remember that time is really a really, really valuable commodity, and you don't get time back, man. You don't get time back. So when you spend time with somebody, make sure it's with somebody that you absolutely respect and appreciate. And the whole idea behind this channel is to be the strongest version of yourself and the most manly version that you can be. But it's tough when you're so feminized by society and everything. And all the stuff you see in media. Yes, the majority of our relationship was over the summer, and I was working 50 hours a week and barely had time to talk or hang out with her. Look, and see, the thing is, when you're in a mature relationship and you do that, it'll probably end up sticking together. But when you guys are young, she's going to want to spend a whole bunch of time just to experiment. Like, see, she's at a different light. You guys are at different stages. If you did that when you were a little bit older and you're with a girl who's committed to you, she'd stick with you. It's different. But you guys are young. You guys were in high school. Don't even worry about it. I'm going to go heat this up. I'll be right back. I'm eating your crust. I know. Okay. I'm back. She's seeing once a week, which I thought was a little ridiculous, but I respect her. I could do nothing I could do to make her like me again. Look, man, like I said before, she it's just the maturity level's not there. She wanted to see you every day, and that has a positive effect on a girl who's mature and normal. But somebody who is at that young stage in their mind, like when I was that age, I wanted to spend all my time with her. And like when you get to like your like early to like late, like mid 20s, you're going to start getting into more serious relationships where that shit that you said doesn't matter. Praise, what do you want to do with your life? Didn't show up. Oh, hey, somebody else. Deciding frame. How you doing? Nice. I'm glad that you're here. Didn't show up the day of her birthday. Didn't have enough money. We were long distance. Okay, long distance is tough. So come midnight, she was devastated. She broke up with me and she started doubting everything I said before. Well, there's obviously a lot leading into that. Sometimes it really depends. There's a little bit more to that story frame than you're saying, but like just off of that, okay, here you go. She said she can't rely on me. I tried defending myself, but I made it worse. We've met. Okay, you are in a permaban now. Hide this person. Okay. So somebody told me to show everybody my man boobs. So she said she can't rely on me. Tried to defend him. Okay. Hinted at a situation. Okay. So basically, she's looking at you like you're not living up to your word. And when you say you're going to do something, you got to do it right. And that's what she is feeling from you. And what you need to do is when you fail at that and you fuck that up, you have to apologize, but you can't do it in a weak way. And I'll tell you how to do that in a minute. After a month and a half of no contact, she called to wish me happy birthday. I felt pleasant. We had a video call. We laughed. Oh yeah, because you guys are long distance, right? So the thing about long distance relationships is how to do attraction properly, and how to keep attraction going without being a little like how long distance, how far apart are you guys? Is it like an hour, 2 hours, 5 hours? How long? 5 hours by train. Praise, kinesiology is my thing. Did you finish school? Like, are you going into post-secondary now? Are you going into university for that? And which university are you going to? Are you going to go to, oh, fuck, let me think. I can't remember what it's called out there. I don't remember the school's name. But let me know what school you're going to go to. After a month and a half and no contact. Okay, so 5 hours by train. That's what I was thinking. Praise. 5 hours by train. That's a long distance. Like, and if you don't show, okay, so she was, you know why? She had this entire idea in her head of how the entire time you guys were going to hang out was going to go. And when you guys actually, and then when it came down to it, it was just not what she expected. She had a certain expectation. So you guys both failed here. So she failed in having a ridiculous expectation of how it should be, where you failed is not showing up correctly like you said you were going to, and she had a vision of what that weekend or day or was whatever was going to be like. So even doing long distance is difficult because you literally have so much against you. You have other people that could be around that could take her. There could be like in you, right? And then there's other things. There's like just the distance alone and like not being close. And if your childhoods were difficult and maybe fear of abandonment's a thing, that's going to be even harder on your relationships. So yeah, keeping and thing about no contact is it's a lot easier to do in long distance relationships because you can't just show up and all that shit. After our video call, 3 things came across. She's not interested. She still knows I'm interested. Predictable. Nothing can change her mind about me or us. Did she say that, Frame? Did she say that? Is that something she said, or is this something you came up with in your head? praise going to a local college and plan on transferring to UBC. Okay. I thought university was too big of a jump for me, so I decided to take a slower route and go to college for sure. Yeah, whatever. Have and get some experience. I didn't do enough partying in college. I really didn't. I should have. But whatever. It's water under the bridge now. So, Frame, I'm just going to go off what you said. Nothing she can change her mind. Look, like she says that, but until she starts really missing you and until she starts understanding what it's like to be without you, it depends on how long your relationship too, like what was too. Like, I don't know if you said that earlier. I don't remember you saying how long you guys were dating. But it's really, really hard. Like long distance, really almost 2 years. So long distance relationships are very fucking hard because it takes a lot of a lot of patience, right? So 2 years. How many times did you guys did you guys see each other a lot? Like what, once a month or something? Because if it was like once a month, especially if she's a good looking girl, it's gonna be really, really hard for her to stay faithful if you're fucking up. But if you're doing everything correctly and she's normal, long distance connection should be really good and really easy. But you have to be at the top of your masculinity. You have to be perfect for long distance to work really, really well. But 2 years is good for long distance, honestly. I tried, of course, to convince her. And like you say, it didn't work. She said, why? Yeah, because you're trying to use your logic and reason. Logic and reason doesn't make somebody stay. I said, because it's worth fighting for. And she said, I was so motivated. And she said, I was so motivated and I've lost all of it. So okay. So she's just giving up. And this is actually something that probably happened for quite some time. Sorry to break it to you, but it probably was a long time coming for her. Because people don't give up instantly. It takes some time. And Sean, my ex cheated on her ex to be with me, and again after 6 months, she retracts her ex and reunites with him. They previously had a long distance relationship for 3 years. What's your take on it? 3 years is a long time to create a bond. And see, like what Frame's talking about here is he was in a relationship long distance for 2 years. So you can create a really, really good bond after 2 years, 3 years, but at the same time, like 3 years is a long, long time to create a bond. So it really depends on how much you guys grew together and how much you guys saw each other and all that and had enough quality time to spend together. Sean. And honestly, like she went back to him either because he was a little bit more masculine, the bond was stronger. There's a lot, that could have went into that deciding factor to get her to go back to him. But it is more difficult. And I was actually in a situation like this. If you want to hear about it, I'll talk about it. But honestly, like you just got to be the more masculine of more masculine than him. And how long ago was this, by the way? How long ago did she go back? I don't know if you mentioned that earlier in another earlier stream that I had. And after 6 months, she retracts her ex and reunites with him. He previously had a long distance relationship for 3 years. Yeah, like fuck. It really depends. But I will tell you this, that bond will keep will keep people together. And sometimes little hiccups in relationships like the one she had with you happens. And you could have just been the guy on the side. And I hate to say it, Sean, like it could be, but honestly, like it's been 4 months since she's been gone. Okay. 4 months, eh? Have you heard anything at all? And Nerd had a breakthrough. Okay. I think I've overcome no contact. Remember that girl I wrote you about? So supermarket only. I bumped into her again. Kept being my confident self, was nice, courteous, and manly. Followed by ending the conversation properly. Good. Proud of you. Awesome. I feel great because I didn't feel like I was chasing. She hadn't written again, but I'm dating. Okay. Good. Okay, I haven't heard anything. Well, Nerd, I'm good to hear that. I'm sorry. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad you're doing better. I think I remember. I'm sorry. I get so many emails and so many. I get so many like chats and everything, like emails, Facebook posts, Facebook page messages, everything. So, not Facebook posts really, but mostly on my email. My email's blown up, but kept being confident. That's good. I'm really happy to hear that, Nerd. And Sean, I'm in no contact ever since. Okay, stay there because obviously right now the situation is not in your favor. I will tell you that. But what you could do is during this time, make sure you are focusing on you, like I always say in my videos, and it's going to become redundant. You're going to hear that a lot from me. But when you're doing you and when you're focusing on becoming the better version of yourself, what I like to say is keep the channel of communication with her open through social media or whatever. And I fucking hate social media and relationships. Everybody's like, oh, they still follow me on Instagram and YouTube and Facebook and Snapchat. It's like, fuck. Just like keep a channel, any kind, open, and texting, of course. Keep all that open. That's completely fine. When you keep it open, that will let her come to you. And make sure that you're posting and doing all the fun shit in your life. Sean, how old are you, by the way? I never ever found out. Are you in your 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s? Are you an old fuck? Are you a young buck? How old are you? And by the way, I don't have a filter. I say whatever I want. I will never diss you, but I say whatever. Have you been working on your body? Are you working on your health? That's next in my journey, by the way. So I will be losing lots and lots of weight and gaining muscle. I still have a lot, but tips for young guys like me going out in the dating world. Do you have any regrets when you were in your younger? Yeah, want to know what it is? Getting into long-term relationships too much. Like I never really went out and did what I wanted to do. So just party, man. Just party and have some fun. Just play some beer pong, go to house parties, go to clubs, experience, and then actually, I said this in my videos before, but have a spot. Like, so for example, and everybody here, drop a like, please. Drop a like so I get that engagement. Been hitting the gym a lot. Awesome Nerd, plus modifying diet, plus weight loss, plus tone. I'm 28 and kicking myself. Okay. Awesome. Sounds good. I'll be 29 in a few months. Hey, we're the same age, bro. It's all good. And make sure you're dropping likes, guys. Awesome. Thank you. I see it going up. So good job. And Sean, how I want to know if you're working on your body and all that stuff. I want to know where you are with yours. I'm going to be posting all mine to my Instagram channel and all that. Curtis, how are you? Are you 50 Cent, by the way? I'm going to call you 50 Cent. I'm going to say party as my ex on New Year's Eve, and I've been doing no contact. How should I act when I see her? Cool, bro. Just act cool. Don't look at her. Like if she approaches you and says hi, just be like, hey, how you doing? Just like you don't even know her. Okay. And tell me a little bit more about your situation, 50, because honestly, it really depends on how long you guys dated each other for, but just, you got to be cool. You got to act cool. You can't be like buckling at the knees just because she's in the same room as you. And at the same party, right? There's got to be other people you're going to be talking to. Just talk to them and keep cool. And if she comes and talks to you, just don't even bring any negative shit up. Just say, just say, hey, how you? Yeah, exactly. Look, nerd answered my question for me. So he says, keep it simple. How are you? Have you been? What's been happening? Keep it on the present only, not the past or the future. You fucking nailed it, bro. Not the past or the future. Just no negative shit, just positivity that you've been working on yourself and that you've been a lot better. Okay? Corey Wayne says if it doesn't work the first time, it's only a matter of time before they break up again. She will hit you again. Well, I mean, yeah, that's partly true. Because the reason he says that is because he says that only like 3% of men know what they're doing. And he's right. I mean, like, he's not wrong. And that means that you have to be in your 100% masculine, and that's obviously why you're here talking to me, working on yourself. Okay, like, how are you working on yourself? Like, tell me about it. Are you working like what are you doing? Are you working on your purpose? Are you working on your body? Both? Your diet? So for me, for example, if you guys want to relate to me, I am at my worst shape I've ever been in my life. But the reason I still preach having a great body and being all that is because I used to be in great shape. And I remember the energy levels that I had. And I remember just how different your confidence is. And I started this business and I was like, okay, like I want to bring people on a journey of some kind, but I already know all about the women stuff. So I wanted to do, my nose has been so itchy. I wanted to do like some sort of fitness thing in here and go from beginning to end. And make sure you guys are hitting the like button. Okay, guys. I have a couple of man-hating girls that dislike my videos. So make sure you guys are dropping those likes. Okay. Working on yourself. I'm really happy to see that. I'm really happy to see that, Sean. I'm happy that you are working on yourself. And if there's I really hope my audio is coming out of here. I got to make sure. I got to check that next time. But this is all just a test, and this is all fun and games. I'm trying to accept the reality, feel the pain, and move forward in life. And here's a good thing to remember, Sean, is when you go through something in life, anything at all, it's going to come back and come back and come back and come back over and over again until you learn from it. So I was horrible at keeping relationships long term. That was my biggest thing because I took people for granted and like sex stopped happening, stuff like that. So and I'm only 28 years old, so there's only a handful of relationships that I had, but that was a problem. That was something that reoccurred. So I took a look at it and I was like, okay, how can I fix this? And then obviously, like, watching a lot of Corey Wayne helped, and a lot of and reading a lot of material like Doc Love. So that was, yeah, and that was great. Like, I remember going through all that. It sucked, but yeah, it's tough shit. Just keep moving forward. That's the thing. As long as you keep pushing forward, Sean, and keep making it better. Tass, what's up? Thank you for always being real and taking your time to help us, guys. Yeah, no problem, T. No problem. No problem at all. I've never even seen you comment. I've never even seen you around. Never even seen you comment. So, thanks for listening. So working on yourself. I'm trying to accept the reality. Okay, I already read that. Yeah, Sean, I'm just keep it going. You can't grow unless you're broken. No, that's not true. You can't grow unless you're broken. It's just you learn and push forward better when you are already in a low and you come out of it, because you learn as you're coming up. But you can always, become better if you're in a high, like a peak point in your life. Jesus. So, Curtis, I'm reading your stuff now. We're in a relationship for 4 months, but we would sometimes bring up her ex here and there. Okay. Which I obviously saw as a red flag, but blindsided excuse for ending things. Did you end it or did she? I'm confused. Because her grandfather wasn't doing too well and needed time to heal from her previous relationship. Okay, and concentrate on studies. I didn't do anything wrong, but it was flat. It was very out of the blue. Okay, so you got hit. You got hit out of nowhere. That sucks. But from what I'm reading here, bringing up her ex. So when somebody does that, they're not over them. Okay. And sometimes they use them as reference points, or maybe they use them like in very, very little in passing, or something that reminds them of the ex. That's okay, as long as they're not talking about them all the time. Because, like, for example, there's a couple movies like my ex-girlfriend doesn't want to watch or do, because it reminds her of her ex, and they didn't even date that long. It's just because it reminds her of a bad period in her life. So, but if it's all the time, then she's not over him, and she never was over him, and you might be a rebound. I'm sorry to say, Curtis, you might be a rebound. But you know what? From here on, you can learn to be the most masculine version of yourself, right? And doing that will help her realize how much she likes you, right? And she ended it. Okay, so I see. So the ball is in her court, right? And if it's in her, I know this is lagging a little bit, but if it's in her court, it's going to be a lot more difficult for you to reattract her. As you have to let her come to you. Letting her come to you is the only thing you can do. It's the only thing you can do. It's going to be very, very difficult for you to attract her yourself. So let her come to you. Keep the no contact going. And during the no contact period, Curtis, make sure you're working on you, bro. Make sure you're working on this to become the best version of yourself. And how do you do that? Well, work on your body, watch my videos. And we can, and like whatever fears you have and whatever shitty things about you want to get better, we can work on that stuff, right? It can be very, very difficult, but we can get through it together if you want. How do I know if my ex starts to regret breaking up with me while in no contact? You don't really know. Like, you know, when they start. Okay, here's a little sign you can use. You can. So you can say, for example, you're in a social circle with your ex-girlfriend or ex-boyfriend and their friends, right? So if you hear from your friends that the other person's talking about you, your ex is talking about you, that's a good sign. Saying they miss you or talking about you a little bit more, right? That's a sign. Another sign is if they start liking your social media, because social media is like a middle between one and another. So God, it's hard to explain this sometimes. So social media is an easy way to kind of poke and view from a distance and kind of put yourself out there without getting too much rejection. And when they start liking your Instagram or Facebook posts or whatever, they're snapping you or they kind of just put the vibe out there, and you'll know. Like, so for example, if you have like a bunch of pictures and they like a couple of them, and it's been a couple days since you posted, then they're looking at you, right? But that's the only way you really know. There's no other way to know. And they do miss you, but they won't really come out and say it. And if you've ever been in a breakup before and you guys have gotten back together before, what's the first thing you guys say to each other when you guys meet each other? Oh, and you got, and it's reciprocated. All you say is, "Oh my God, I missed you so much, and this is how much I missed you," right? So my hair is crazy right now. It's like all flat and it's sticking up over here. But yeah, that's what you do. You don't really know, but you really don't know. Like, it's difficult. But if they start putting out like they start liking your posts and they start saying it, that's how you know. But it's really difficult to know that, Tass. I really don't know how else to help you with that. But it's difficult. It's difficult to go through, isn't it? So I don't know your story, Tass. Tell me about it. How long was your relationship? When did you guys break up? Was it long distance? Was it close? Like, what's going on? Steve, what's up? Long time no talk, man. My ex fiance blocked me on Facebook Messenger and on her phone. Blah, you got blocked, eh? That's bad. All her pictures of us, though, we were never together. All she has in front of me and returned her engagement ring. Ouch. Ooh. Steve, you probably were you, be honest, were you pursuing her a lot after the breakup? Were you desperate and needy? Because they block you only when, okay, if she's a little bit like, not insane, but hey, you know what? Fuck it. If she's actually like one of those people that just kind of just blocks you, because I hear that a lot. People get blocked all the fucking time. But is she like that, or is she just kind of like, is she kind of like low key? Is she cool? Like, because honestly, like they only block you if you're pushing too hard and they just need space from you. Blocking is like the last thing they do to get space from you. So let me know about that. I'm glad you reached out, Steve. I'm glad you're here. Drop a like, by the way. Curtis, is there any hope if you were a rebound? Do you know if you were like, do you know 100%? Like, did she tell you like, actually, no, you mentioned that before, didn't you? Honestly, when you're a rebound, it's difficult. It's difficult as fuck because they have their feelings and their closure and the unsaid things and all that are still with them. They're still with the ex. So when you jump in, they're dating you almost to fill like a void, to fill a hole. And like there's nothing that you can really do. Like you can be super masculine, but the thing is with people that are rebounds, they're hot and cold. They're very, very hot and cold. They could be super hot for you one moment, and the next moment they're cold as ice. Okay. And the problem is, what are you supposed to do about that? Like, you can't, normal relationships don't operate that way. Okay. So she'll be hot and cold, but you know what? No, it's not. No, if she leaves you, it's not worth holding out. I was with my ex-girlfriend was it's the same fucking situation. You know what? I'll talk about that in a minute, Curtis. I'll talk about that in a minute for you. We were together for about, so Steve, we were together for about a year. All that happened. She was very quick to leave over an argument. And that could have easily been worked out. She wasn't talking to me. I ended up contacting her mom. Ooh. Yeah, don't do that. But it's okay. Like, okay, you're here to learn. I'm not laughing at you. Don't worry about it. You're here to learn. So whenever you go through a breakup, whenever you do any of that shit, you do not contact family members. Okay. You just walk. You are the prize, right? You need to know that you are the prize and you can't fucking sit there and just take that shit. And you begged and pleaded after a day of no contact. She reached out to me only to tell me to leave her alone. And going on this rant, she reached out to her mother. Apparently, okay, yeah. She wants her space, man. So just back off, give it to her. And Tess, just give me a second. Sorry, not Tess. Tass, give me a second here. It was her dad's birthday the day I left the voicemail, and her father had been deceased. Okay, 2017. Okay, that sucks. And I was not aware that it was his birthday. Long story short, she broke it off because believes that I was. She has a. Oh, she thinks she has a mental illness. Jesus Christ. Okay, so honestly, hang on a sec, Steve. When we were together just under a year, she broke up and lost feelings for me. Otherwise, our relationship was healthy. Okay. So just one sec, Tess. So basically, Steve, okay, there's a few red flags going on here. If she thinks that she has a mental illness and you probably want to be with her, right? But if she flies off the handle, okay, your story's starting to make a little bit more sense. If she's flying off the handle and ready to leave at a moment's notice, do you think she suffers from something called BPD? She might. And there's probably a lot about her that's great, but being with a girl like that is just going to be way more stressful than it's worth. Okay. So look, people, and this is actually going to help with Curtis's story as well, because I'm going to talk about my ex in a minute and tell you all about that. It won't be a very long story. I'll probably make it just a video about that. But yeah, she's got to get that worked out, because obviously she's not acting normal. She's just flying off the handle, coming from the emotions, instead of thinking like, is this worth arguing about, and so on and so forth. But drop a like, guys. There's 11 people here and only 4 likes. Come on, give me the love. Let's go. Come on. I love you guys. So drop me some love. Okay. So let's see here. Thanks, dude. No problem, Curtis. I'll get to that in a moment. Just hang tight. Should I not talk about the past at all? Should I treat this like I'm just starting, because I feel like she won't change her perspective? Frame, whenever you talk to an ex, never bring up the past, man. If you want to get back together with them. So, oh shit, I actually missed. For now, she says, because I went back to go read. I fucking thought that I missed a part of your thing here. Good mornings and good night. Some audio notes here and there. No idea what to do. Yeah, yeah. So don't talk about the past at all. Like, never. And if she does change her perspective, she'll come to you, man. She told me to leave her alone, and or otherwise she would have to block me and me. And okay, never really happened between us before, and this is the first time she had ever done this to me. It's been about 2 months roughly. Broke up on October 4th. Damn, that sucks, man. So you're right in the what I call the honeymoon phase of the breakup. So it's the most rough at this point. You're gonna have a lot of ups and downs. Just leave her alone, Steve. Honestly, it's all you can do. Like she's telling you what she wants, and you want to hold on to the relationship. You can't force her to. Okay. And what you're going to have to realize is, the more that you understand and the more space that you give her, it'll be a lot better for you in the long run. You want to fix the situation right now, and there's nothing that you can do to fix it right now, because she has to have her channel of communication to fix the issue and fix a relationship open. Right now, that highway's closed, bro. You need to just feel the breakup, go through it, and analyze what you did wrong and what she did wrong. And do you even really want to be with her? Like, is she willing to fix her issue? That's another thing you have to ask yourself. Is she willing to fix her problem? Is she willing to go get help for her mental health issue? Is she willing to do that? Right? Make sure that she's giving half of the effort here too. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to go into the story real quick. So I was dating a girl, and she definitely suffered from BPD. Basically, she was okay. So it was a rebound relationship, number one, and she was hot and cold. But it was an hour and a half distance. So it was a bit of a long distance relationship, hot and cold. And we basically started dating. Like, I didn't realize it was this close until we actually talked about this a few months after we started dating each other. And when we just started, really getting into the thick of our relationship and starting to get to know each other and all that, I found out that she had just been with a guy like a month before, and she was with him, and she was definitely super in love with him. So I didn't even realize that. And I was just like, oh, okay. So this is horrible. What's BPD? No, BPD, borderline personality disorder. Look it up. It's quite a dazzling thing that people can be diagnosed with. I'm about to talk about it too. So she had a BPD for sure, and she would basically do things to sort of start a fight and to get like a rise out of me. So we would actually go through like we would talk and everything would be great, and then out of nowhere, horrible mood out of nowhere. And I'm not talking about like period shit. I'm talking about like full on wants to have an argument, but she's waiting for me to say something so she can start it. And it's horrible because they'll do things. Something is so wrong and something is missing because of maybe some serious childhood trauma that they literally will do anything to have to feel something because they feel so empty inside. And there's a lot more to it. I have to make notes about it before I kind of just go. But anyway, it was totally stressful, and I couldn't deal with it. It was such a hard relationship, and you never really knew what you were going to get, like, day to day, and that's what that's like. And it was great. It was like really, really, really good, and then really, really, really bad. It was no in between. That's how it was. And basically, it wasn't worth it in the end, Curtis. So that's one thing you need to ask yourself: is this really worth it? Is it really, really worth? Is it really worth the stress? Is it really worth all the energy? Because I know you're probably heartbroken, so you want to change yourself and you want to do all this crap to make yourself this like better man. But are you doing it for her? Or are you doing it for you? You know what I mean? Like, you need to start living for you, and you need to start make yourself better. So that's a short, very, very short story of that relationship. What's your list of red flags to look out for when seeing / dating a girl? Man, you know what? I'll actually make a video about that. Praise. I'll make a video about that. But talking about exes is a good one. Fuck, like, you know what? I think I actually had an article open on my computer that I was going to make a video about, but I have to do a little. I need a few reminders. But off the top of my head, I have to say, if they want to move in with you really quickly, if they want to move the relationship forward really quickly, if they're saying they love you really fast, there's obvious ones that I can't, that I'm drawing a blank on right now. But if they just got out of a relationship and then they're jumping into a relationship with you, that's a good one. There's tons of them. And you know what? I will make a full-fledged video on just red flags. So keep your eye out for that. You know what? I'll write that down right now. That'll be my next video. Red flags. That'll be my next video, guys. Okay. Red flags. So hot and cold behavior is another one too. Hot and cold behaviors, crazy. So, but yeah, praise. Just keep an eye out for that. And I think you did subscribe, right? So yeah, keep an eye out for that and make sure you hit the notification bell so you know when it comes. Okay. But I'll drop a whole video on that just for you, and I'll shout you out in the video if I remember. Shout out, praise. So, Nerd says, there's a girl at the gym I've been chatting to. We bump into each other about once a week. I want to ask her out for coffee without it sounding like a forced change or subject sounding needy. Okay, so the thing about being at the gym is when you're at the gym, most people just want to be alone. I don't like being bothered at the gym by anybody. Even if I go with a friend, I go off on my own because you're there to work out. And she's going to be all sweaty. She's going to be all like out of her element and feeling attractive, I guess, unless she knows she's a super attractive girl, but she knows she's sweaty. She knows she's, in a place where it's probably full of other dudes. So she's going to have her guard up. So what you can do is look, you can just ask and you can just be like, hey, like, I make sure you come off like disarming. Okay. He says she's hot. Yeah, man. Like, but just make sure you come off. It's just like, does she have headphones on? You know what I mean? Like, there's a certain way you have to do it. And I need to make another video about this too, building up your because you can build up your radar like they have. So you can build that up, and you can actually, if you walk by and you can understand just by her body language and how she looks at you, you can actually understand if she even finds you attractive or not. You need to build that up too. I can teach people how to do that. But anyway, she does have headphones on, but when I say hi, she She lowered them, made eye contact. Okay, so she makes eye contacts and smiles at you. That's what I'm talking about. So what I just said, like, she lowered her. So if she walks by you and keeps her headphones on, she ain't attracted to you. You know what I mean? She's trying to just stay in her own element and stay in her own zone. So if she smiles at you, then just ask. Just ask, like, hey, like, you know what? I know we're here at the gym sweating our asses off, but would you like to meet up tomorrow for coffee? Boom, there you go, done. See how fast that is? Just don't be a bitch. Just do it. Just do it. Just be like, hey, like, sorry to bother you. I just want to know, what are you doing later? What are you doing tomorrow? Okay. So, Steve. Okay, so Toucan says, sir, actually, I was in a short-term relationship for 4 months. She loved me a lot, but now she says she doesn't want to be with me anymore. Don't know what she's saying, why she's saying that. What should I do? Well, she is telling you she doesn't love you anymore. You're just in denial, and you're going to be in denial for quite some time. And I'm sorry to say this, Toucan, but you know what? You need to. There's nothing you can do to get her back right now. Excuse me. You need to just walk away, start no contact, and start working on yourself. There's a few books that I recommend that you watch. Sorry, that you read or listen to an Audible. I will post them. You know what? I'm actually gonna post them in my description of this video if I remember to. And you need to start reading them. But there's nothing you can do right now. You need to start no contact. And if you chase her, she's just gonna keep walking further away from you. My Sean says still hanging out with her ex, should be at the top of the list. Okay. I'm not 100% sure if she's willing to fix her issues. I do know that in the past she's had a lot of mental problems. Her mother has even told me that yes, I do want to be with her. She has a son. Okay. And he adores me. So with me going through the breakup, actually adding to insult to injury, Malcolm's in the hospital on a coma, stroke. Okay. Steve, we've emailed, right? We've emailed before. Just have okay. Crazy thing is, we got engaged June 11th. Okay, and New Orleans. We plan to start a family together. So, Steve, like, I need to know. I think we should go on a coaching call together. I need to know a lot more about this relationship and about everything, because I don't know. Like, I don't know if you want the relationship just because you don't want to be alone, or if you're just dealing with it, dealing with the negatives. Like, I don't know. Like we should set something up. I want to talk to you, like, over voice like this. Curtis, she rushed our relationship and we spent a lot of time together. She spoke about marriage. We became official very early on, and we met her sister early on too. It was obvious it was a rebound. You think, yeah, I mean, she rushed it because that's what she thought she wanted at the time, but she doesn't want that anymore, right? And if she, whatever she thinks and feels at the time, she's going to introduce you to her family members. She's going to introduce you to everybody, right? She's going to think that you're the best thing ever. But honestly, like, yeah, and rebounds pretty much like never work. So since the breakup, to be honest, I've been sleeping on my couch. The only time I've ever seen him in my bedroom. The only time I've been in my bedroom, which we shared, is to change and put away dirty laundry. Other than that, I won't go in. Is that because you're hurt? Like, you know, like, shit. I feel bad, Steve. Like, there's more I want to know about your relationship. I think, like, if we talked for about an hour or 2 hours back and forth, I'd be able to hear everything from the beginning and understand more about your situation. My ex watches my Instagram stories every time. I don't watch hers. After the breakup, she posted a ton on social media. Now 3 or 4 months, she posts less. Does her behavior mean anything? No, it's hard to say, Tass. Honestly, like, just because they watch your Instagram stories doesn't mean shit. Okay, number one. Like, it doesn't mean much. Okay, I promise you that. And her posting less, 3 months she posts less. It's not don't look into it too much. When it comes to social media, don't look into it too much. Okay. What you want to look for is text messages coming to your way, calls coming your way. If DMs come your way, that's fine. That's different. But when it comes to viewing stories and all that shit, that doesn't really fly. It doesn't really work out that way. Will she forget about me during no contact because we were in short term? Nope. 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 They're not going to forget about you. That's a common question. They don't forget about you just because they broke up. Like all they're doing is pushing you away. She'll forget about you if you just disappear off the face of the planet. But she's not 100% sure. She's just using this time to be alone. Okay, so you just got to keep no contact and keep going. But the thing is, though, Toucan, it was a 4-month relationship. You said not a lot of bonding could have been made during that time. Could have been a great 4 months, but have you heard of summer flings before? You know what I mean? It could have been one of those. So it really depends. You might have been pushing for a relationship when she never even really wanted one. Steve, since the breakup, okay, yeah, I already read that. I have also taken a few items that she left me here. Okay, put them in a box and she contacted. I don't even read that properly. Jesus Christ. So, I'm getting tired when I have also taken the few items that she has left here and put them in a box, and she's not contact. Okay, so, and I know what you're thinking, Steve. I know what you're thinking. She'll probably contact me to get these at some point, right? She might be doing it on purpose too, because she knows that they're there. Are they important things, or is it just clothes? And make sure you guys are dropping likes, okay? I know we're up to 7 likes. So it's been 4 months. My ex-girlfriend broke up with me. Still have a chance. Yeah. You always do. Okay. But they have to be ready for it, and they have to think that it's going to be a good idea. They have to think it's going to be a good idea. If they don't, like if they broke up with you and you were really needy and really clingy and hard to get away from, then they're going to think twice. Okay. To be completely honest, man, with her breaking up with me and my uncle being in the hospital. Sorry about your uncle, by the way. I never even said that earlier. I'm sorry about your uncle, man. I hope everything's good. On the verge of death, I feel really numb and I feel emotionally lost. Yeah, you're going to feel emotionally spent, man. Like I wouldn't even focus on her anymore. I would just keep walking your way. Focus on your uncle being there. Hopefully, I really hope it's not for any last moments, but be there and start healing, start working on yourself, seeking professional help to simplify things. In a nutshell, when it comes to my uncle, I can't even look at my own father without wanting to burst into tears. Steve, honestly, like, crying will help you. Okay. And I know, like, most guys have this issue that they don't ever want to cry. Look, we feel emotions too. Just because you're a man doesn't mean you can't cry. And like if you guys want a good place to do it, this is going to sound totally fucking weird, but whenever I went through a bad breakup or whenever I go through something very traumatic, I do it in the shower. So I'll sit there and I'll be like, just let it all go, because you can wash your face and you can kind of just like metaphorically use the water to wash away, like, it sounds really fucking weird, but it's a lot better because you can hide it better, I guess, because guys don't really want to cry in front of anybody, but it's going to help you like purge your emotions, Steve. So use that. Okay. I know, Lion, I know, but like the idea is when I do a lot of thinking, right? And I do a lot of thinking in the shower, and like when you think it, it just kind of comes out, right? So, oh, you're just playing. I got you. But it is weird. It is weird. It's not something that people don't do, really. Have you ever seen a rebound relationship? Yeah, I have. Actually, I've seen a couple of relationships work from rebounds because actually what happened was they were in the so a guy like the ex-boyfriend of whoever the new girl. So there was a guy and a girl, right? So say it was me and my current girlfriend, right? Say she had an ex. They were together and then they broke up. She came to me, then we broke up. and then got back together. That's how I've seen that work before. So don't worry. Cross, I know you're playing. It's all good, but it is weird. It is weird. One of the things she said, I tried, but I don't know how to see you, but I don't love you. I'm just preserving our friendship. Frame, okay, you know what you tell her? Be like, we're not friends. We're never gonna be friends. I only see you as a romantic interest in my life. And if she doesn't accept that, then you move on. Because you don't want to be friends with her. Okay? You don't want to be friends with somebody who why would you want to be around somebody who doesn't love you when all you want from them is romance? Okay? So I'm gonna wrap this up pretty soon, guys, because I have some Ozark to watch with my lady. Last question. So I have to wait for her message. Yeah, I acted needy sometimes when we're in the relationship. I think that's the reason. Yeah, it is. Whenever you're needy, and you're pushing for a relationship when she doesn't really want one, she's just seeing you. Because the girls these days are definitely like they're doing what they want, you know. And with dating apps and all this, like fuck. Oh, it's okay. It's okay, Cross. Well, I'll do another one tomorrow. I'll do another one. I'll see if I can do another one tomorrow. I actually work at my day job tomorrow from 3 to 10. So, but right after, you know what? I'll try to do a live stream right after, so it's earlier, so you guys actually can catch it at a better fucking time than 3 or 4 in the morning. I know that that praise, it's like 1 o'clock for you, but for me it's 4:30 in the morning. So, okay. So yeah, okay. So sorry, Toucan. Going back to you. I acted needy sometimes when we're in the relationship. Yeah. I think that's the reason, but we were happy. Okay, yeah. When you were happy, you know, you shouldn't wait at all, Toucan. She broke up with you. She left you, bro. You shouldn't have to wait at all. I have a feeling that I'll hear from my ex. Yeah, like sometimes you just know, right? Like sometimes you just kind of have a feeling inside that you kind of know. And it might happen, it might not, but just take it day by day. We broke up because she lost feelings. Yeah, her attraction level went down. That's what that really means. And you need to work on getting the attraction level back up. Our relationship was healthy and we were together for less than a year. Well, Task, like sorry to say this, but if it was healthy and great, then you guys would still be together. Healthy, I understand, like healthy, and like maybe you guys didn't argue, but the attraction is not where it should be. So, but Toucan, don't worry. Like you'll be fine. Just don't wait at all for her. Don't wait at all, because if you sit there and wait, you're not doing any growth for you. You're waiting for her to come back, and you need to be growing for yourself, not for her. And don't worry, you'll get another live stream. I'll be doing live streams more often. Probably tomorrow, Praise. I said that before. I believe I've sent you an email, but I can't remember. We shot you through email. Yeah, I think you did too, Steve. But honestly, Steve, I'd like to set up a call with you. Just send me another email and we'll talk about price. Because I want to know your situation more. Aside from all the negative, holy crap, I just looked and all this crap came up. So aside from all the negative things that have been touching base with the relationship, they're actually pretty good until the end of okay. Task, there's a way to diagnose what happened. The fact that you think that it was all good, you haven't diagnosed why that happened. Yeah, like Cross, you're right. But like Task, you just have to understand why it ended and where the attraction level started dropping. You can, if you think back to it now, you could probably understand like when she started becoming more distant, when she started becoming more cold towards you. Try to think of that moment and let me know if you remember. She said that the relationship was toxic, but in my eyes, the relationship was not toxic. Okay. So in your eyes, the relationship wasn't toxic, but in her eyes it was. So obviously she wasn't very happy, and you guys might have been arguing a lot. See, Steve, you're projecting your attraction level on her in a relationship a little bit. So have you covered social media? Maybe tomorrow I'll talk a little bit more about my ex. Yeah, I've covered social media before, kind of here and there in other videos. What do you want to know? Lion, before I sign off? Ask away. Oh, it's actually simple. Social media is ruining relationships, in my opinion, because when people are together, they follow each other on all those social media, right? And then when things fall apart, they have all of these like Twitter, Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram. Like, think of every social media platform, and they're all on it. And now they think, is the stream okay? Can you guys still hear me? Everything okay? Give me like a thumbs up, guys, if everything's okay still. It would be a good topic to cover, though. Yeah, you know what? I'll talk about that tomorrow. Oh, Steve, by the way, part of your is the main method of choice when it comes to contact people aside from my phone. Part of your Facebook group. Facebook is my main method of choice when it comes to contacting people aside from my phone. Okay, it's a little choppy. Yeah, I know. I you know what? I might wire in. I might bring my laptop out into the living room and wire in, and talk that way next time. Because I am on my Wi-Fi right now. So it does, and you know what, Cross, you're right. It does. It really does, because people have too much access to each other, man. You need to have some more space. People have way too much access to each other, and it's really, really fucking annoying. Like, and I get that all the time. She liked my social media. Should I contact her? Like, no. But I reckon I'll bring up social media a lot on your way. Yes. Okay, no problem, Cross, no problem. So yeah, you can contact me on Facebook, Steve. Just message me on Facebook. Okay. You're back up and running. Yeah. You know what? The party she'll probably be with her sister and her sister's boyfriend, who you really, what? Are you like, you don't agree with, don't get along with? Make sure you guys drop the like before I sign off too. And I'll love you guys forever. It's mainly just a closed nightgown, a hairbrush too. Okay. Small stuff, really, eh? Oh, got on. Okay, so obviously, okay. What if she's next to them and just don't act weird, you know? Like, okay, just don't be awkward. You know, yeah, and exactly, nerd. You're right. Social media is reducing the art of mystery and anticipation because, again, too much access, too much fucking access. So no, like, don't. Okay, so if you just walk by and act like a robot, like they don't exist, it's weird. But if you go up and overstay your welcome, that's also weird. So just kind of, you got to have this balancing act and kind of understand emotionally and take social cues when they're talking. Are they giving you like a blank stare like that, or are they actually like smiling and just you gotta know. And so what I would do is I would say hi and do whatever you got to do, and then move on and start talking to other people, because it's, again, there's that tension in the air that you guys are going through a breakup and it's awkward, right? So just chill out, don't worry, just act natural. Okay. Lion mystery being key there. Yeah, I know, absolutely right, nerd. It was unexpected. The signs were not clear at the moment. It's okay, Tass. You know what? Don't worry about it. Just keep your no contact going for now, okay? And if I ever mix up your stories, guys, I'm sorry. It's really hard to keep track of everybody in my Telegram group and all your stuff. So just correct me if I'm ever wrong, okay? So, man, I had a chick message me yesterday telling me she found me so mysterious and fascinating. Boom. She said it makes me look hot. Then she snapped me her boobs. Oh fuck, that's awesome. Oh shit, that's great. That's good. That's good, man. Keep it going, man. That's masculine as fuck. There you go. Another thing that I might add is she was fairly clingy, but then again, so am I to an extent. She was a bit of a germaphobe. She had a bit of OCD, but when I think, man, clinginess is the most unattractive thing ever because people can't stand to be alone anymore. Yeah, Steve, I don't mean that in like a disrespectful way. Just, I get it, man. I get it. I kept it mysterious. I saw that you have a girlfriend, but what are the main few things you look for in women? Intelligence. Somebody who can hold a conversation with me. Because thanks Cross for saying that, by the way. That's mad respect. So intelligence, obviously looks, because I got to wake up next to you. But really, when it comes to looks, I like the face the most. Obviously boobs and a butt are nice, but for me, I'm the most happy with a girl who's obviously looks wise good in the face, intelligence, caring, just have somebody likes to have a good time, which all of my girlfriend falls under that. So my girlfriend falls under all of those categories. And if you get a chance to talk to me, yep. Thanks again, Cross, for saying that. That's really nice. Your videos and all advice. Yeah. So Tass, you know what? Just email me. And if you want to join the coaching program, you can. Basically, I'll be talking like this, but it's through Telegram. And I'm basically like in your pocket at all times. It's a bit of a monthly cost though, so it's up to you. But instead of waiting for a live stream to get your answers question, you can message me whenever you want. Eventually, the only types of videos I'll be doing is live streams. So we can do this and see how long I've been streaming for. It's like an hour and 18 minutes. And you guys are getting your questions answered and you're getting the value out of me. So yeah, exactly. Aesthetic. Exactly. It wasn't very true. I know. We would all fuck our mates. Exactly. Fuck. I've actually been going with a good friend of mine to a church group. Okay. Whatever makes you feel better. And speaking of crying, not to sound like a bitch, but I'm actually crying right now. It's just all over my Steve, like I said, man, don't worry about it, bro. Like just because you're a man doesn't mean you can't cry. Just remember, the more you do it, the more it's gonna cleanse your soul and help you get over anything. It's gonna like your emotions literally get held up in your muscles and your back. Like if you go through a lot of stress, the emotional stress, it'll actually like lock up in your spine, and your spine actually does something called subluxating, and it'll actually like hurt you, and it'll hold all this crap. And that's why you need to go to a specific kind of chiropractor. Corey Wayne talks about. It's called a network chiropractic therapy. Look it up on his channel. I think the guy is called Donnie Epstein. But anyway, that'll get rid of all that, and you'll actually let a lot of that emotion go when they work on you. It's kind of cool. I need to do that. Like I need to really get into healing my body and getting into that's next for my journey, guys. And you guys will all be there for that. I'm glad that I'm building this community with you guys because this is a very good outlet for me. And Tass, if you're interested in the coaching program, the idea is this is the app here. It's called Telegram, right in the middle. I don't know if that's going to show up properly. It's right in the middle of the 5 apps right here. Okay. And basically this phone is dedicated for everybody that's in the group. And I can pretty much just voice chat anybody here. I have it open now, but I don't want to show everybody's name. I can open it here and I can literally just talk to you like this, and I'm in your pocket at all times. So that her feminine energy next girlfriend material. Exactly. Like, and if she's caring, loving, and it basically it goes visuals, right? It goes visuals and then like personality and so on and so forth. Fuck Steve, I wish I could be there with you, bro. I'll help you through the shit. I was there a few months ago. Yeah, like, and Steve, like, I want to help you more, and you know, and I want you to I want you to join the program too. So when you're feeling like shit, you have somebody to go to, you have an outlet. So you can come through, man. I think this is going to be good for you guys, for me to do more live streams, and it'll help you guys feel like, by the way, I think in the description of my other videos, you guys can join. There's a free Facebook group. Tash, just email me. Email me to masculineenergy27@gmail.com. Email me and we'll talk. But there's a free Facebook group. It's in the description of my last couple videos. I changed all the descriptions of all my videos all at once, because I did my descriptions nicely. And basically the idea is there's a free Facebook group. I want you guys to go there so I can post certain things there, and it's going to be for guys. So there's going to be some really good content in there about just cold hard truths. Okay. And I need you guys to join it. Okay. Bro, when you're cooking out, lean out Kyle because he's a gun and you won't drain your mates that way. Facts, Cross, facts. I've been praying every night about the situation with her and my uncle, and I personally have become very kind of hot and cold with my emotions. One minute I love her, the next I hate her. Look, Steve, you have to take ownership of the situation that you're in and realize that you're in that situation, and you got to go, okay, look, how do I fix this from here? And you can make a decision of taking ownership of your emotions, trying to get better and trying to move forward and keep it going, right? So make sure you keep focused on some sort of goal that you have. So your uncle is out of your hands. That's something that's out of your hands. Whatever happens to him, and again, I'm sorry to hear that, because I've lost an uncle before who was close to me, and I miss him to this day. I miss him every single day. So rest in peace. So I know what it's like, okay? But you got to stay focused on a specific goal and take ownership of the situation you're in. And again, we can talk, man. We can talk. So yeah, okay. So Bub, I'm just gonna call you Bub. Yesterday I broke no contact after 7 days. I know I'm not supposed to, but I simply had a very strong feeling that she wants me to contact her, so I did. She was glad to hear from me. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. It really depends on how your relationship ends, Bub. It really does. I don't know your whole situation. I think you have made comments maybe a few videos ago. I remember your name. Will no contact work if we burn the bridge by sending angry text? Yeah. It can work still, because feelings after a relationship, time does heal all wounds. Feelings after a relationship, everybody's emotions are up and down. She'll have a little bit more forgiveness down the road for things you say, but it really depends on what you say. If you said something real nasty, it really depends. It really, really depends. Because imagine your words like a plate. You throw the plate on the ground and it breaks, right? You can fix the plate, but it's still cracked, right? You can't take back what you said. So we even spoke on the phone a bit, and I spoke about going up to upcoming event. Now I'm back in no contact, focusing on myself. Awesome. Great. Time heals all wounds. Yep. I feel like the same, takes too long to text. So as far as arguing with, never really no squabble here and there. Okay. Want to go off and leave. But you said that she goes off when you guys argue. She like flies off the handle a little bit, right? Steve, get in the gym, bro. Yep. Get in the gym. 100%. It's antidepressant. It's the first thing the psychologists prescribe. Get in contact with Kyle for support too, because he will get the ball rolling. Yes. I actually have something that I drew up for all my guys. It's very, very rough, but I'm gonna post that in the the private men's group, because everybody needs access to it. And I got to start posting shit there. That she wanted to work things out, and I agree. So she took engagement ring back, but I immediately wanted to know contact a couple of days later because okay, probably, oh, car accident the week. Okay. Look, Steve, you can join for a month. See what you think, and you can cancel if you don't want to. But I want to be there for you, bro. I want to help because I've only talked to you through email and here, so I don't know. Like having a conversation will open up more, because if I put it in the Telegram group, then I'll be able to read it after the argument. If you do Facebook live streams, have a Facebook call, that would be the easiest. I'm having money troubles right now, though. Okay, again, email me, and Tass, email me too. By the way, email me. Fuck. Shit's normal, but don't. Yeah, Tash, just send me an email. And Steve, send me an email as well. Okay. I'm about to sign off, guys. I think I'm gonna go watch some Ozark because I've put in some work today. I was actually filming this video on my phone earlier. Perfect. I can hear you loud and clear on my end. Yep. I'll PM you later a bit with my workout plan and macros. Good. I'll also run alongside your transformation and make some posts in the men's group to get you all. Yes. So when that starts, I will be posting it on Instagram and the Facebook group, and I think on my Facebook page. So what I'll do is I'll make a video about what I did, how many calories I burned, what exercise I did. I'll post everything all for free for everybody who's in the group. Okay. You're welcome, bub. No problem. Just show up tomorrow, bub. I'll be there. Thanks for the free stream. Much appreciated. No problem. When I do super chat, I can activate when I'm at 1,000 subscribers. You can drop like $1 or $2 if you guys ever want to donate. Great content watching your videos. What's your Instagram name? It's just Masculine Energy, Josh. And I'm about to sign off and you just got here. But everybody, please drop a like so I get that engagement. And there are some female man haters that watch my shit and I get emails. Please do a response video on Dan Bacon. He's totally different ideas, perspective about relationship. He suggests interact with the ex to reattract her. He does not believe in no contact. I'm going to keep my mouth shut about people who are about other dating coaches who are above me in subscribers, because if they ever catch wind of me saying anything about them, which has happened before to other content creators, their fan base will come over here and start shitting on me. So until I get to what's that? I spent a bunch of money on him when I was vulnerable. Yeah. We'll talk about that later, bro. Because I've heard stories and I've heard specific things about him, and I'm not going to say anything on here, but again, what could happen is his following could come over here, and I'm a small channel right now, and take a whole big dump all over and just dislike the shit out of my stuff. So I'm not going to say anything about him. But I've heard things. I've heard some things, and I've heard some of the things were quite negative. But no contact is quite well accepted. It's something that most people know is good to do. So yeah, exactly. You can call me Kyla too, bro. It's all good. But I'll catch you guys later, and thanks for all the love. And I'll catch you guys in another stream. I'll probably do one tomorrow. After my horrible shift. This coffee's cold now. Okay, much love to you guys. I'll see you guys later, and please drop a like and comment on this because it will be posted to my channel. Love you guys. Take it easy. What that I know about other coaches? Oh, interesting. Okay. All right, guys.